Yo, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be bringing to you a mini Hog Earthquake guide. So, basically, we're just going to be playing Hog Earthquake today, and I'll be trying to give you guys as many tips as possible throughout the games here. I'm going to pop the Mighty Miner ability. We are facing a fellow Hog player, but we just have to see what version of Hog he does have. Boss Beta is kind of weird to see, actually. Mighty Miner does force out the ability, not too bad. I think this guy actually plays a really off-meta Hog freeze deck, if I'm not mistaken, which could be a little bit weird. Wait, he wasted 2 abilities, guys, so we can actually just get our king up here. We can use a Firecracker like so, then an Electro Spirit, and he has no ability left to avoid that, so he does just get our king tower up. I know he's going to freeze. Yeah, I knew he'd go for the freeze. Wait, can I get my ability, please? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys, thank goodness I got that ability in time. The Mighty Miner literally had like 1 HP left. But anyways, guys, in today's meta, I do like to go for Hog first play. I've always been doing it, but it is my favorite starting play. And by the way, guys, I do like Bar Barrel and Hog right now, but you can always, of course, play the Log if you have that leveled up. Okay, this guy does have the Vines. We do full counter as Hog, though. Nice. Alright, we can go for our own Hog Rider here and should get, like, 1, maybe even 2 hits. But yeah, that's pretty good. Anyways, yeah, I like to go for Hog first play. Wow, we got a second hit there. I like to go for Hog first play. You know, it's good to go for like a Bar Barrel Skeletons. If you have Ice Spirit, that's a very good starting play as well. But we do have Electro Spirit in this version of Hog, so you want to kind of cycle it into stuff instead of actually going for it on the tower, unless you already have their king activated. But yeah, you kind of want to only play it if you can play it like into skeletons, or just be sure that it's not going to accidentally activate their king tower, you know? We're going to go for a Barbarian Barrel right here. And that's actually a pretty good set of interactions for us, I would say. Nice, the Boss Bandit got distracted there by the 1 skeleton, which is also nice. No! Oh, wait, he wasted the Vines. Wait, that's actually not that bad for us, guys. He played the Vines on my Firecracker, which had already died to the Empress. So even though we got kind of messed up there, it's fine. We do go for the high cannon right here, just trying to split up our stuff, because if I play the cannon down low, he could have got a really good freeze on my tower and the cannon. But if you play it up high, you kind of force them to just pick and choose, you know? Anyways, we kind of have to get our evolved cannon right here, which does hit a lot of stuff, actually. Okay, how did that Firecracker get hit like that? We're just gonna have to bomb this entire area effectively. Oh my gosh. Wait, how did we defend that? What? Okay, wait, no. Guys, honestly, the King Tower activation is literally saving my life right now. If I didn't have my King up, I feel like I would have died multiple times over. He does go in for the Vines, but it doesn't stop our Hog Rider, only our Firecracker, so we get massive amounts of Hog damage. I'm going to start BMing this guy. You gotta do that if you're a Hog Earthquake player. This guy BM'd me last time I faced him, and then he choked against me, so, you know, might as well get a little bit of BM down on him. It's a hard counter to most players to just BM them. Nice, Hog takes it. Good game. So if we can win this game, I believe we will be 2,300 trophies and pretty close to top 10 in the world, so this will be a pretty intense game, maybe. We do get 1 Hog hit on the tower, not too bad. Oh my gosh, Goblin Giant the Bridge, second play. At least it wasn't first play, though. Does he have Vines, though? Oh, yeah, he does have the Vines. Dude, that's crazy that the Vines almost let him break through right there. Wow. Yeah, he really almost got through right there. That should have been a big counter push, but just the Vines alone kind of let him get away with that. Anyways, we're looking okay so far. I mean, we're up in damage a little bit, and we're not really down Elixir or anything, so not too bad. He does go for a lone curse. I'm just going to get my Hog down. I'm not really too scared of the Goblin curse anymore. I feel like it's alright, but it's not really that good anymore. I don't know, personally I like other spells better than the Goblin curse now, because it does no amplification anymore. It just turns stuff into goblins, so, you know, before you could actually use it for different things to, like, damage stuff down quicker, but now it's just only good against swarm decks, really. Now, guys, I could Mighty Miner here, but I'm actually going to go for a cannon first, because if you Mighty Miner into a Goblin Machine in the back, if they peck at the bridge, sometimes they can just instantly win the game from that, so it's better to do this here. His machine is reaching pretty far, unfortunately. We're definitely going to need a second cannon. Oh my gosh, man. I'm going to need to get my bar barrel ASAP right here. Honestly, not a bad bar barrel. Yeah, that was actually a pretty nice bar barrel. I feel like that did pretty good for us. I think I might go for a hog soon, but I just want to see what he's going to play on this firecracker. Oh, he goes for the Ewiz. Okay. I'm fine with that. I know the firecracker will take some damage here, but it's okay. Okay. Earthquake plus E-Spirit actually does kill guards, but I got it kind of late. That's actually not bad damage, though, guys. We get a few hog hits there. Let me get my Barbaro plus Skeletons. This might get to the tower before the P.E.K.K.A. can reach it. Yeah, that's really good pressure there, guys. And we get a Barb hit as well. So we're going to Firecracker early. That's the thing we have to do, because he's probably going to get his vines down here soon. Gotta be really careful of the Goblin machine as well, guys, because that could easily mess us up, too. Kind of sucks that he has Electro Wizard as well. Block the Ewiz, block the Ewiz. Nice, guys, look at that. Bro, look at that Mighty Miner value, dude. Crazy Mighty Miner value. And look at the Barbaro just so nicely finishing that off so my, Mighty Miner could do its thing. He's probably going to block this Firecracker. But he goes for guards right onto it, which is not really the best choice. And Firecracker gets the big shot. Honestly, just beautiful pressure. And also, we always went for the Mighty Miner low, so we couldn't get a good Ewiz. Hopping in the next match, we are up against this 69 guy. I don't even know how to say his name. I think he actually might be Chinese, but I'm not sure. You know, guys, I do actually want to try to get on the Clash Royale Chinese server, because if you guys didn't know, Clash Royale has a separate Chinese server with like a whole separate game, and they have some different game modes compared to the normal Clash Royale, I heard. So I already think this guy probably has Elixir Golem. Yeah. So against Elixir Golem, it's usually going to be a fine matchup. You just have to focus on cycling your Firecrackers. So, for example, now I'm going to go for the Skeletons here, and we just are kind of helping ourselves cycle to more Firecrackers by playing it while we have the Mighty Miner down. So I purposely cycled the Skeletons there, guys, just so that way I can get to my Firecrackers sooner, and yeah, that should be pretty nice. Oh, wait, I have to get a late Earthquake. Okay, I didn't really want to Earthquake there, but I didn't realize the E-Spirit would leave a few of those Skeletons. So we're going to go for a Hog right here. I usually do say to Firecracker first, then pressure with the Hog Rider, but the only issue is that if you go for the Firecracker too early, then it's kind of just going to die to, the Goblin machine or whatever. A lot of Hog damage right there. We have to make sure we go for this Mighty Miner up high, so that way he can't get a really good set of vines on everything. He can only kill the Firecracker or the Mighty Miner. He does take out our Firecracker with other stuff, but I'm actually pretty happy with this defense. Yeah, that's really good. And guys, also, to have the Electro Spear is really going to help us out against the bats. We can just give this guy a thumbs down. Yeah, all it really came down to, guys, was just simple things like, cycling the Firecracker early. And then we kind of separated his push as well. As you guys could see there, we kind of focused on, focused on taking out the Goblin machine and the Night Witch and stuff instead of the E-Golem itself, because the E-Golem itself you can just kind of pull to the middle with a cannon or something, but it's really just the support that you obviously have to worry about, so yeah. I don't know why this guy's spamming Well Played while playing Elixir Golem. Alright, in this case we're just going to go for a Mighty Miner here kind of early. Normally I wouldn't cycle it so early, but I just want to this time so I can, activate that 3-card cycle. Oh my gosh, this guy has a lot of stuff down on the map here, but we do get a very nice Evo Cannon, actually. That was a very nice Evo Cannon. Now, he is going to get some damage here, guys, but I really think it's not too much to worry about. Yeah, see, it's not a bad idea to take a little bit of damage sometimes if it means you can defend better. Bro, I love an Elixir Golem player going for the CRL #1 when I actually am the first player this year to get the golden ticket. Anyways, that's game over. Alright, moving on to the next match, we are up against a Chef player, so we already pretty much know it's going to be Goblin Giant. The nice thing about facing Chef Tower with this deck, though, is that when you play the Bar Barrel, it actually gets 2 hits against the tower if left unanswered, whereas against, the Princess Tower or the Cannoneer Tower, you just get 1 hit. He does have the Witch as well. That's kind of weird. I actually don't know if he has Goblin Giant. I don't usually see Goblin Giant with the Witch, but I don't know, I've seen a lot more people run a Witch recently. He does have the Fisherman as well. Guys, look at the E-Spirit there. See, this is why I love E-Spirit and Barbaro, just like a situation such as the one we just had there against the Witch. I feel like both of the cards are so good. The E-Spirit and the Barbaro. Just gonna go for the Mighty Monitor in the back here, I guess. He does have Baby Dragon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of confused as to what he has. He could even have a Golem deck, maybe. I don't know. I feel like you never really know in this meta. It's just so random. Oh yeah, I think it's Golem. It has to be with the mini P.E.K.K.A. Golem, I feel like, can be a little bit annoying at times, guys, because just the mini P.E.K.K.A. and, like, you know, the vines and everything are so annoying. Okay, luckily we do counter everything. Nice, his Pancake got wasted on a guard. Love to see that. That's really nice for us. And we could probably get our Hog Rider down here in a sec. Yeah, I'll just go for the Hog Rider. I don't really know if he has much in cycle. Wow, he goes for a Golem. I think that was a pretty bad Golem by this guy. Wait, guys, he actually has such a hard counter to us, I just realized. Because he even has the Fisherman and the mini P.E.K.K.A. He has the double counter. So what you want to do against Golem, guys, is cycle your Firecracker as soon as you can. And then the Mighty Monitor right here should do a pretty good job. I'm going to cannon to the side here just to keep the Golem in range of the Mighty Monitor as long as I can. Okay, that didn't really work out that as well as I hoped, but it's okay. We could go for the Hog Rider because he played the mini P.E.K.K.A, he played the Fisherman. So he's probably not, you know, going to have too much for that Hog Rider. We could play the Skeletons here as well. And looks like that's doing a pretty good job at distracting the mini P.E.K.K.A. And this Hog Rider on defense, guys, is pretty nice as well. We just pull the mini P.E.K.K.A right to the middle, which allows it to get shut down. Hog Rider gets on the tower there for some pretty decent damage there. Just one hit, but that's all we really need. We get a Firecracker on the tower, and we're once again cycling the early Firecracker. I feel like this guy's really making a mistake here. He's just being way too aggressive with his Golems. He's not really going for any opportune Golems, you know? So he's not doing too well. And guys, when they play the vines onto your onto your stuff like that, like your Firecracker, it's actually not that bad for you because then they can't reset your Mighty Monitor. So now the Mighty Monitor's getting a lot of value here, and we can just get a second Firecracker. We're making sure to space out our Firecrackers here, guys. We got one next to our tower and, you know, the other one kind of a little ways away, so that way he can't get double vines value. We do get a great Bar Barrel once again here. Man, Firecracker's kind of tripping out here. Firecracker, shoot! Alright, I don't want to go for a lone Hog, guys, because he does have the Fisherman, so I'm going to Mighty Monitor and then Hog as well. And let's see what he does here about it. Okay, he does go for a mini P.E.K.K.A. Firecracker gets a shot on the tower, though, and I feel like he might be in Earthquake cycle range if we get a bit more with the Firecracker, which we do. So now we just Bar Barrel here, and one more Earthquake is going to take the win. Yeah, really good control of the game, honestly, and good use of our Mighty Monitor and Firecracker. Alright, we're up against Killer Instinct, I guess is what he was trying to spell out with his name. We're going to Hog E-Spirit first play. I don't mind sometimes pairing it with the E-Spirit. You really don't have to, though. Most of the time I just go for a lone Hog Rider, but if I feel like it, I just randomly go for an E-Spirit. You're not really going to get punished for it, but sometimes you could get an extra hit for playing that E-Spirit. So this guy is playing a Goblin Drill deck with the Furnace as well. The annoying thing here is that the Firecracker does miss the Furnace every time. So that gets really annoying sometimes, but we'll see if we're still able to play around it, hopefully. You know, guys, the one nice thing, though, is definitely the Barbarian Barrel. Without the Barbarian Barrel, I feel like it would be a lot harder to deal with the Furnaces. And, I mean, the real bonus of Log is getting the tower chip damage, guys, but it does, like, 50 damage to the towers nowadays, even at max level, so you're really not missing out on too much. So anyways, Goblin Drill is normally a little bit difficult for us if he has, you know, the Goblin Drill Poison deck like he's playing now, but the nice thing here is that he has Cannon and not like a Tesla or something like that. We do get our Earthquake down. He does go for a very late Cannon though, so it's fine. I guess we just get the E-Spirit down the middle right here. Tell me that goes for the Berserker. No, it doesn't. Okay, Berserker gets one hit, but it does die. He does go in for a Goblin Drill. I'm going to try to block it. Nice, we do predict the Goblin Drill. Mighty Monitor is actually an okay drill counter if you can actually predict where it's placed. Most of the time, good players will go for their drill in the front or sometimes a little bit to the side, but they don't really do much aside from that. Nice Mighty Monitor ability, just kind of getting it out of the way of the Furnace, and the Cannon actually will do a decent job right here. Oh my gosh, he just played a Poison? Hold up, he overcommitted so bad. Wait a minute. Okay, what? Okay. How many Fire Spirits? Yes. Just infinite Fire Spirits. Okay. I know he might want to drill here, so I'm going to be ready. No, he actually goes for the Vines. I am baffled by the fact that he got away with that poison with that Evo Furnace on my cannon. Guys, I'm genuinely baffled he got away with that, but it's all good. It's part of the game, I guess. Nice Firecracker, guys! And we can just go for a Barbarian Barrel here against the Goblin Drill. See, the nice thing about Barbo is that it actually fully counters the Drill, whereas the Log, it requires the, you know, extra Spirit or extra Skeletons, something like that. His Furnace might get like one hit, but it's okay. As you guys can see here, the main thing that I'm doing is that I'm purposely trying to cycle my cheap cards. Like, I could be playing a Mighty Miner or something like that, but I'm purposely using my cheaper cards. That way I can get back to another Hog as quickly as possible. Alright, he does get some drill damage because of the vines, but in the process he also took a Hog hit, so not too bad for me. I feel like we're just always getting a really cheap trade against this drill, so I'm actually pretty happy. Oh, he does go for the vines on defense this time, and, you know, we just got like a free Earthquake out of that interaction. I also love to set up the Firecrackers in the opposite lane. And at this point we can just Electro Spirit on his tower, because if he doesn't respond to it, he's gonna take damage, you know. Wait a minute, Firecracker Evolution? Nice, he doesn't block it, let's go. That should get one more hit as well. The Firecracker Evo gets crazy damage sometimes. The normal Firecracker gets a bit of damage, but the Evo, wow, it actually takes the win for us.